Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video we're looking at how to actually make a image to text kind of application where we will be extracting text from an image. So using a open source JavaScript library called as Tesseract.js. So it will be OCR application image text extraction from the image. Let me show you a very basic example. So this is actually the application that we will be building right here, where we will actually allow the user to actually select a JPG or PNG image file, and they will select the file and simply click on this button extract text. So let me take a example of the image here. So let's suppose we have this image, JPG image. Let me open this. So you can just see it has a bunch of text written in it. It has a blue background and a bunch of text is written inside this image. So we need to actually extract this text and display it inside the text area. So as we select this image and click on this button extract text, so what will happen, the library will be initialized and all the text which was present inside the image will be extracted. So you can just see right here, you can take any image. For example, it can contain as much text as possible, and then this library will extract that text from that image and display it inside the text area. So the library that we are using for this purpose is Tesseract.js. So it's a pure JavaScript OCR image to text recognition library in 100 languages. So text can be printed in any language. It is not limited to English. It can be any language, native language, and then it will actually extract that text. They also have a demo as well. You can try them inside their official website. This is the this is a GitHub repo. And now to actually initialize or make this application, we will be using the CDN. It can even be used in Node.js environment as well. So for this, we just need to create a basic template of index.html. So if you need the full source code, the link is given in the description of this video. So you'll simply say JavaScript Tesseract.js OCR image to text example. And for building this application, we are using Tailwind CSS UI framework. So I will simply include the CDN for that also. So after this, we will be writing the HTML. So we'll be changing the background color of the to BG gray 100. And then we will use these Tailwind classes to make the interface right in the center of the screen. So inside this, we have this heading. And then we will allow the user to select a image file using the input element. So input type will be here file, and we'll be giving an ID to it of image input, and it can even only be accepting images. So we can provide an image attribute, image slash star, and it should be required. So this accept parameter represents that it can even only accept images, and then we can give it a tailwind class mb4. So if you open it in the browser, it will look something like this. Then we will have a simple button which will simply say extract text. We'll give it a ID here which is extract button. Then we will be giving a class of bgblue 500. This will change the background color of the button to be blue, and when we hover onto this, it's a pseudo class. The background will change from 500 to 700 shade. Text will be white, font will be bold, py. This is padding from the y direction, padding from the x direction, and the button will be rounded. So it will look something like this. You will see that. So lastly, after this button, we also need a text area where we can actually display the extracted text. So you can give it an ID here of output text area. Then some classes to it. Width will be full of this text area. So now to make the width full, w full class. To change the height, it is height 40. Margin from the top 4. Padding 2. And background color will be white. And border gray 300. It will also be rounded. So it will look something like this text area. So the interface is almost complete. So this text area, so after this we also need a copy to clipboard button as well, just below this text area, so that the user can click that button to actually copy the text to clipboard. Give it an ID here of copy button and the class of bg green 500. Text white. Same styles I am just using for this button. Just the color has been changed from blue to green. So you can just see we have coded this UI here, and now to actually write the logic, we will be writing JavaScript. So as I already told you, we do need to include the library of Tesseracts. So I will simply paste the CDN here. You can easily get this CDN, or you can just type on Google Tesseract.js OCR CDN. So you can go to cdnjs.com and just copy this link. This is the CDN link for this library, and you can paste it here. And now for writing the custom JavaScript file, we can make a script.js file where we can write the JavaScript code. So here we will need to get the references of all the elements. So we have given the IDs in the HTML. So one by one we can need to get. So image input, we have given an ID here, image input to the input element. Similarly, that extract button, we have given an ID. Two more times we need to paste it. So this time this will be for the text area. We need to get reference in the JavaScript. We have given the DOM text area ID here, output text area, and then this copy button. We also have given an ID of copy button. You can cross check. You can just see. So we're just getting the references in the HTML or JavaScript so that we can target it. So all these four elements we are getting it in the JavaScript. After doing this, when we click the extract button, we need to bind a on-click listener. So this callback function will execute. So now here we need to get reference to the actual image file which is selected. So we can get this using image input dot files, and we need to only get the first file which is selected because we are only allowing the user to select a single file. So it will be present in the 0th element as indexing starts from 0, and here we will be comparing if and the file is correctly selected, then in that case we need to extract the content of the file. Now to extract the content, we'll be using the file reader API, which is a built-in library in every browser. So it has an event called as onload, and here we can actually make a new image constructor, and this is a very standard way of actually reading a file using file reader. We will get the base64 result, and then when this image is loaded we will have this onload, and here we will be using this Tesseract image to text library. So for doing this we can directly use Tesseract, and it has a function called as recognize. So it will recognize all the text from the image, and here we need to pass the image as a first argument like this. This will return a promise. We can handle this using dot then. So we just need to extract only the data property. So we can write here curly bracket colon and then another curly bracket which will be text. And here we can simply make the output text area value to be text. And after we do this, we do need to write a very significant line just outside this function call, which is reader.onload. This will not be invoked automatically. We do need to write a line for that, which will be reader.read as data URL, and we need to pass the selected file. So we are initializing the file reader API, and here we are using read as data URL. So this function will read the base64 code of the selected file, and then this function will execute, and Tesseract will recognize all the text from the image, and it will output inside the output text area. So if I just refresh the application, if I choose a image file, click on extract text, you will actually see all the text which was there in the image has been extracted, and it has been shown in the text area. So in this way you can do this. And now if I click the copy to clipboard button, we do need to bind a on-click listener to here also. So we need to select all the things which are using the select method. Output text area, select. And then we just need to execute the copy command. So we can use this built-in function, and the command here is copy. So then we can show alert statement, text copy to clipboard. You can see we are taking this image, extract text, you will see that. And if I click copy to clipboard, you will see that a text message will be written, text copy to clipboard. So if you want to try this tool online, I have also deployed this tool on my website freemediatools.com. You can try this tool. uh, I think it is image OCR. You can search for this tool. There are a lot of tools out there in freemediatools.com. This is the official website so if you need the full source code, the link is given in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next one.